Oh man, of course I'm off focus. What the?
Yeah, why does your camera do that?
Because it's DSLR. It's being funky. I don't know, because you know
No.
what it is, but I'm wearing glasses, so it can't face recognize my face, I guess. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sithcast podcast, a Star Wars podcast where we pretty much talk anything and everything Star Wars. I'm your host, PJ the Paradox Nerd, alongside my co-host Sean Solo, and right below us we got the Sith holocron himself, Anthony, aka the BMX Jedi.
How's it going?
Yeah, so we just kind of like wanted to do a really cold open, just because we found that one of our fellow Sith cast members is going through a tough time in his life right now. Flex is going, he's got diagnosed with cancer, and it really hit me and Sean hard last week when we found that news, and we wanted to show our support for our family member in the community. And I we Sean and we do this for fun. We don't get paid, we don't get anything out of it. If anything, we give. We organize things to give good stuff away. So with that being said, one of the reasons why I wanted to do a Star Wars podcast was because life is short, and I wanted to do something where I could talk Star Wars on a daily or weekly basis, should I say, with fellow like-minded Star Wars fans. And this is the platform that I chose to kind of share my passion and love for Star Wars. And luckily enough for me, I found a great co-host in Sean, a great friend, and he's introduced me to even just as good friends as Anthony, BMX Jedi, and got to know more like-minded people in the community with our viewers that watch our show. So Flex, we are here behind you. We're here to support you, and you could definitely beat this thing. So Flex, hashtag Flex Strong. Shout out to Eli.
Elijah. Yeah.
Flex SW7 Flex. Time to what. So I got the chance to hang out with him yesterday and show him some love. So he was very gracious enough to welcome me into his house and show me his beautiful collection. And we're here for you, brother. So
yeah, man, stay strong, Flex. We love you.
We love you, man.
We're here for you. If you just need to get away, just hit us up on a DM. We'll chat. We'll hang out.
Yeah. So hashtag Flex wins. Also, I wanted to share something. We took a picture yesterday. By the way, I need to lose some weight. Sean agrees. Why you
no, I did. You just made me laugh.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a pleasure meeting him. He's such a nice guy. He's got a beautiful family, a beautiful house, a beautiful collection. So God bless, Flex. Anything for you, man. We're here for you, brother. So anyways, let's back to our regular scheduled program. We got a lot to talk about. We got our top 5 things we wish that Santa will bless us with, hopefully.
Yep. I am curious though, with the top 5, is it like the dream list, or is it like the top 5 that we can it's attainable, like we can afford, like we could actually see us getting that? Because I have a dream list that I can't afford.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think if we put our mind to it, I think we can afford it.
Oh, so I could get the screen used A New Hope DL44.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's $1 million,
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's keep it to attainable.
Let's keep it real.
Collectibles that are that are currently in circulation.
Yes, we might have to eat spam for a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe a year or two.
That stuff.
But
I would eat ramen noodles, not spam.
Okay, ramen noodles.
There you go.
Yeah,
ramen noodles, Vienna sausage, whatever you want to eat.
There's definitely ramen in my house.
Yeah, so let's get straight to it, guys.
Like a panther. Yes. Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Like a banta.
Like a banta.
What's going on, guys?
Not too much.
Happy belated birthday again, Anthony. But we wish you last week. So we did a second show.
Yeah, we did an announcement last week.
So
okay. All right. Yeah, I was a little busy on Thursday, and so I
we heard.
I didn't even catch it. Yeah.
We heard that you went to a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard Bridget was there.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony. It's been 2 days since we saw you. No, I'm just kidding. Let's shout out to our viewers today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got Echo Base Collectibles, aka you know who, Sean Solo. We got RMD Collective. RMD, what's up, RMD? Welcome back into watching our show. We got Flex, hashtag Flex wins. We got Jose. Is that Jose? Jose Pius? Jose, is that you?
Yeah, I think that is.
Brother.
It is.
We miss you, brother. We got Jeff, aka Star Wars Addict.
Jeff, what's up, brother?
We got Spice Runners Lounge. Eben, what's up?
Eben. What's up?
Facebook user. Loving it from the UK. Thank you for tuning in from the UK.
Man, that's awesome.
We got John Hensley, aka Off the Rack Collectibles, aka one of our great sponsors for
what
our
up,
show.
John? We're ready to get Bo-Katan in a few days.
John, I'm gonna send you the money for Boba Fett. Anyway, if you guys don't know Off the Rack Collectibles, please check them out. Great prices. Very, very affordable prices. It's basically, long story short, it's like spooktacular every single day at Off the Rack Collectibles. Please use please use SITCAST, capital S, SITCAST, as a code on checkout for $15 off your order.
Yeah, and you know what?
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I paid for Bo-Katan this week, and the nice thing about Off the Racks, when you go to, if you pre-order it, you put a small down payment, and then you pay the balance when it's getting ready to ship. And the nice thing is, there's no surprises when it ships. There's no extra tax. There's no surprise shipping. It's what your balance is owed, and that's it, and nothing more. So hit Off the Racks, guys. We're here to save you money.
No, honestly, we sound like.
It's true, but
we sound like those infomercials.
Yeah.
Hey, have you had an itch for Star Wars collectible?
Yeah.
No, honestly, guys, like seriously, you want to save money, lots of money, please check out Off the Rack Collectibles. So shout out to him, and let's get on with the show, guys. So, I don't know where to start. There's so many things that is. I always talk to Sean, and I'm like, Sean, there's nothing to talk about, and then boom,
it pops up. Yeah,
it's like all these things, and I'm like, yes, I'm kind of glad we pushed back the show a little bit. So
yeah, because this week we weren't going to do one, and then PJ's like, oh crap, there's some stuff to talk about. Let's do it Thursday. Like, all right,
yeah. So let's talk about the thing that came out earlier this week, and that is the Bad Batch Season 2 trailer. We'll start off with Anthony. What your thoughts are?
I actually have not seen the trailer.
Oh,
what? Wait,
yeah. The last couple of days have been a little hectic for me.
Is it me or like this thing is like
it's blurry?
It's really blurry. Yeah, I actually haven't seen it.
Okay.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
I
mean, do you want me to go? You want me to go?
No, go, Sean. Go.
Yeah. All right. So basically, for me, like the Bad Batch, I think it's okay. I'm not a big prequel guy and clone guy. I like them. I love them. I think the Bad Batch is cool, but I watched the first season and I just felt like it was so repetitive, like mission after mission after mission. And then honestly, the Omega thing kind of got annoying. I was like, here we go. They're babysitting another kid. Like Mando babysits Grogu. I'm like, let's just let these soldiers be soldiers, and they're always, trying to show that they have a heart, and then they're going to be taking care of some type of kid. But with this trailer, though, it looks good. And I'm hoping, kind of like when Clone Wars started. It was more of like for kids, and then as the seasons went on, it
Mhm.
it seemed like it was more for adults.
Yeah.
So this is what this trailer looks like. It looks like it could be, a little more, I guess, mature, if that's the
Mhm.
proper term. But yeah, I'm actually
Rebels did that.
Yeah, Rebels did the same thing. It started off kind of kiddie and then got really good.
Mhm.
So, there's definitely hope for Bad Batch and hope for me to enjoy it, more.
Yeah.
Oh, so it comes out fourth. All right.
You know, I agree with Sean. Like the first season of Bad Batch, I was like the first 2 episodes reeled you in. You're like, oh wow, this is pretty like cool. And then it was just like side mission after side mission after side mission after side mission after side.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, and you're trying to get through the season. And then the end, I'm like, oh, here we go. Something's gonna happen. Oh, nothing. I mean, we got a little bit of a tease of like the cloners, right? And
But what was cool right there? What about the Wookiee that's a Jedi? Use the
yeah,
Force. Yeah.
yeah, isn't he from the Clone Wars too?
I
Yeah, I
haven't
think
seen
so.
all of them, so I'm not
Ye-
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was I think a kid in the Clone Wars. So
Okay.
I'm curious to see if the same Wookiee,
Yeah.
the Jedi Wookiee. But I mean, watching this trailer, I'm excited. We get to see clones. We get to see some of the stormtroopers like evolving, as you can see here. Right? It's got like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah, they got the
Ralph McQuarrie type of outfit.
Yes, exactly.
It's got like the concept art. It looks like the Bad Batch has new new armor. Well, it's the same armor, it's just painted differently.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's content, right?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited for it that we have like a little break between like shows and then we get a new show. I'm just hoping that it's just not filled with side missions.
Helps Palpatine.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh
now
my
we're
gosh.
talking. Now we're
Yeah,
talking.
I hope we get to see more of this.
Yes. Dude, look how badass he looks.
I know.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, if we get a lot of that, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But they look like they're still going back to that same woman that like hires them to go do missions in that bar. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, it looked like I saw her in one of the parts of it.
Yeah, we got Organa, Bale.
Mm-hmm.
So
did we see Rex in here too? I think Rex is back. Yeah.
This is Rex right here.
Yeah.
So again, I hope we get to see more of like how the Empire is gaining steam and getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Less side missions, and just like just move the story a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that was missing from the first season. And I'm curious to see if Dave Filoni is actually overseeing this project. Because to be honest, the first season wasn't him. He created the characters, but it was a different producer, writers,
showrunner, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It probably depends how much he's got invested in the Ahsoka show. If he's spending all of his time there, he's probably just letting someone take the reins on Bad Batch.
I know. So, yeah, I don't know, Anthony. What's your thoughts on? Did you watch the first season?
Yeah, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It really wasn't what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a little bit more about like the clones and when the Empire was taken over and how it affected them and the transition to the stormtroopers. I thought it was going to be a little bit darker. I had no idea about the Omega.
Omega.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to be in there. But it was okay. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was just kind of not what I was expecting. Seemed like it kind of went off and didn't so much. It didn't seem like it really mattered that much, but maybe it'll bring it all in and link it up with some other stuff,
Yeah. It was definitely a snooze fest for me. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And I mean, like as a Star Wars fan, I still liked it. I wish it picked up the pace. So
because even when I was watching it, I would catch myself scrolling on my phone and I have to rewind it. I missed something because it just doesn't. It didn't. That's the thing with cartoons, though. It has a hard time keeping my attention. Like Tales of the Jedi, there was no, it was 15-minute episodes. So, and they were like good, and they were characters that I kind of knew more than I did the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So it kept my attention.
Yeah, but you could see the difference when Filoni is involved, right, with these
Oh, yeah.
projects. When with the Rebels, you felt like wow, And Anthony, Sean, you said you're not like a guy that watches cartoons, but Rebels you were pretty hooked with, right?
Yeah, granted, like anything, you're gonna have your filler episodes, and then like Anthony was saying, Rebels started out kind of kiddie, and then I believe Anthony watched it before I did and was like, dude, you got to watch it. So I got through the first 2 seasons, and then it started getting really good. And then I caught myself binging it because, they're like 20-minute episodes without the commercials and stuff on Disney. So no, I really enjoyed Rebels. I thought it was good.
Yeah, for me, Rebels got really good towards the end of the first season, beginning into the second season, and it just got really good at the end of season 2, where you just saw Vader fighting Ahsoka, and you felt the emotions too. Like
I think they interjected enough characters that we knew of, like just enough of them to where it made it feel like all this was happening at the same time.
Yeah,
like you felt like these people had a relationship with, like Bail Organa and Mon Mothma and so on. And then building the fleet and doing all that kind of stuff. Like that was really cool to see. I was thinking that Bad Batch was going to be like that.
Yeah, same. I agree.
It was doing something that was getting from Revenge of the Sith to New Hope, but it just never really.
No, side mission show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even Rebels was side missions. Like one week they're going to steal A-wings. One week they're finding B-wings. But like it all felt like it made sense and it worked all together.
Yes, it came together.
Like they had a rebellion, but they didn't have a fleet, and this is them. Part of it was them going to steal stuff and sabotaging different places that were working on different things. And Bad Batch never felt like that.
And, and it's character building. Basically, the main characters, which is the rebel fleet, like that crew.
Yeah, I mean, you got like Hera, like her father is a very prominent character in some of the books, and
Kanan,
Kanan, that's another one. And then we didn't know who Ezra was an original, but then it all worked. It made sense. So and then you start introducing Ahsoka, and then you get Vader coming in. Wasn't there some was it Tarkin in it a little bit?
We got Tarkin, we got Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, we got Thrawn.
When they introduced Thrawn, I was like,
yeah, that was cool.
And he was exactly like in the Thrawn trilogy, very like he was a tactician. He was like, oh, it's okay, like let them go. We'll get them.
Yeah.
He always had a plan. He was like 2 steps ahead of the rebels.
I thought as Rebels went on, it connected more and more and more, and it seemed like it made sense in the timeline.
Yeah, it made sense. And not only that, they connected it with Rogue One.
Yep.
Yeah.
It connected up a lot of things. Like and I thought it was done very well. And hey, maybe we've only watched 1 season of Bad Batch. If they do a couple seasons, maybe we'll feel the same way.
Yeah.
Just doesn't feel it right now.
Yeah, it's just got to get started.
I just hope that like they realize that a lot of people weren't really happy with the first season. And maybe Dave Filoni kind of interjected and said, hey, this is where this characters need to go, and this is where we need to do, and speed thing. I don't know. Hopefully someone. Because it was
and hey, I remember watching the first season of Rebels, and I was like, oh, this is kind of okay.
Yeah. No, see, Rebels came out at a time when, Disney just took over Star Wars, right? And a lot of things was getting ready to get greenlit by Kathleen Kennedy. The first 2 movies came out. The Last Jedi came out. And, people weren't like happy with Star Wars around that time. But mind you, when Rebels came out, it started off as a kid show because probably that's the only way to get that show greenlit was to make it feel like, oh, hey guys, this is a Star Wars kids show, and they're like, okay, all right, go ahead,
Right. Yeah.
go ahead. Who are Dave Filoni? Dave Filoni, who are you? Right? Oh, he's from the animated department. Okay, whatever. And because their focus was like, oh, let's get J.J. Abrams, let's get Ryan Johnson, let's get this, let's get that, let's get. So when Dave Filoni started pitching, making these episodes, it was like, all right, let's make a kiddie. Oh, you know what? In this episode, let's kill a stormtrooper or two.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Then they were like, oh, let's kill this, let's blow up this, let's introduce this, let's
test the waters first and then see how Disney reacts. Yeah.
Yes, because mind you, you're like, why? I'm watching the show with my kids, and I'm like, wait, did they just blow up that ship with all those stormtroopers? Like, what just happened?
Yeah, even when Ezra, they were on that platform, and there was like a ATST walker, and he uses the Force and makes a dude walk off the side.
Yeah, you're like,
whoa.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just one of those things too. It's like, it's very interesting. And as the show, it got, I don't know, it talked more about the Force, the balance of the Force, so many things. That Maul versus Kenobi scene is like, it's just pure art right there.
Yeah, it's perfection.
It was perfection. You're talking about two duelists who's been through everything, every fight that you could think of, they've been through. Playing a chess game, like, okay, what's he doing? Okay, let me go do this. Oh, let me change my stance to this. And it was over in like...
Yeah, I think it was 4 strikes.
4 strikes. Because if you think about it, samurais, when they fight, that's how it ends. It doesn't go ding, 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 ding. Like, it's just, who's going to make the first mistake who's going to be the one who's going to...
Yeah, I thought it actually... Even the stuff with the Bendu... like, I think that could have been like really like stupid. But for some reason it really worked, and it almost made you look at the Force in a different way, and you learned a little bit about it, and it's like, I thought that was cool. I thought all the stuff with Maul was interesting. I liked it more than I did what was in the Clone Wars with him.
I agree. And it's just, there were so many tearjerker moments in that show, like when Kanan, spoiler alert for the people who haven't watched the show, when Kanan like died, and remember he was just like, I was like, okay, I'm not crying, you're crying, I'm not crying,
yeah, because you wanted to see him go on. I even thought like that's when they introduced the Inquisitors. And I thought they were super cool.
Oh yeah, that was the first time they introduced this.
Such a good show.
That was interesting.
Yeah, very good show, and I hope we get shows like that. So, with that being said, there's, Bob Iger's back. I think we talked about it last week. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that is going to change, and from rumors that's swirling around the internet is that the first thing that they're trying to, oh my gosh, Jeff, the rumors that's going around swirling in the internet is that they're actually going to revamp the MCU. They feel like there's too much content being pushed out, and we talked about it, right, Sean? It's all about making money and making people stay subscribed, and I think the quality goes down when quantity goes up, right?
It doesn't have to though.
No.
Like if they put out all the stuff they're putting out and it was good, we would be like foaming at the mouth, loving it. But they just, for whatever reason, like
they're not taking their time. They're just, okay, push it.
They got people making it that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If they had people working on it that understood what they're working on, I think it would be good.
Well, do you think Star Wars is going to feel the effect of this revamping?
Hard to say.
I don't think so.
I think
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, how many years has it been since we got a Star Wars movie?
A good one.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, was that the last time we got the Rise of Skywalker?
I think.
Was it 18?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
when it was.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
been
think that's about right. Yeah.
it's 4 years, and there's no talks about a movie being made right now. No
Yeah,
director being hired. No,
Yeah, they
you
don't need
know,
that right now because then
you
that's
know.
them rushing it out for money again, and they're gonna screw it up. They
Of
need
course,
they need a trilogy plan for the next one.
but what is the movie that they're gonna make?
Yeah.
We don't know, and nothing's building up. None of these. I mean, maybe the Mandalorian. Maybe they might invest in the Mandalorian show. I think they should. I think
Yeah.
there shouldn't be a last season, and the last part of the story should be a movie.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Didn't they do that with something where there was
Mhm.
a series and then it closed with a movie?
I'm not
I can't
sure.
remember. There was something years back that did that. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I just think it'll be just fitting, right? Just make it like watch it on the big screen. We got the IMAX Dolby theaters,
Well, what could be cool is if they do something like that
Mhm.
with what's happening in the Mandalorian show, what's happening in Ahsoka,
Yeah.
and then the combination would be like a 2-hour movie or something like that. I think that would work. Maybe the showdown with Thrawn would
Maybe.
justify the budget, maybe.
Yeah, something. I just feel like they should end it that way. Put a good amount of money into making this movie. Because I mean, if you think about it, if obviously Baby Grogu is making tons of money for Disney right now, right?
Yeah.
So who's to say, like, when you make a movie, you're gonna get all these people that are invested in this show, in this storyline, watching this movie, and they're gonna make a killing.
Yeah, I don't know. I the only movies I've heard any talk of possibly has been whatever Taika was going to do, and I don't think that'll ever see the light of day.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, and
and
Ryan Johnson, but I don't think that'll ever see the light of day.
No, people will not watch that.
And was there
was Patty Jenkins, the Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, that one's been on again, off again. Oh, what's the guy that did?
It's not. I don't think it's going to be
Spider-Man?
made. I don't think it's going to be made, and the reason why I say that is because they just scrapped Wonder Woman 3.
Yeah, I don't think it'll see the light of day.
Yeah.
And then what's the guy? I heard rumor maybe a few weeks back or a month ago. The guy that did Spider-Man,
Sam Raimi, or
no,
didn't he do the original?
Oh, something Webb.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
I heard some rumors. I think it was Christian Harloff that was talking about some rumors he heard of him doing one, but had no idea what the movie would be about. Which, I mean, I think he would do a good, as long as there was people that had something, had like an outline. I think he would make a good movie. I thought the first two Spider-Man movies were good. So
yeah,
I mean, it might work, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now, if they announce something, we wouldn't see it for 2 years.
Yeah.
And there's been like no leaks of anything. So I don't think we'll see anything anytime soon.
Which is fine with me as long as they do it right, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
like, I'd rather them really think out what they want to do rather than just put something out because we haven't had something in 4 years.
Yeah, I just honestly think that they just have to rethink what they're doing with Star Wars. What are they going to invest in? And that's what it is, because you have to think about it, like, outside of the Skywalker saga, what's the next best story? And do you think anyone can write an original story nowadays for Star Wars?
Yeah, I think they could. But I would say there's plenty of good stories out there. They could just use some of these old novels or even some of the newer ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, outside of the Skywalker saga,
Yeah, some of these are outside of that.
Okay.
So, I mean, they could go back and do stuff with the Old Republic. They could.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I mean, go back and do stuff then.
I mean, like, okay, besides Skywalker and Old Republic, is there any
Bane?
Okay.
I mean, that novel right there would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would say they could go back and do stuff, just the creation of the Force and the Jedis and the Sith and all that kinds of stuff.
What about Sheev Palpatine? What about his story? Like,
I would like to see it, but I have one fear, and they don't seem to understand how to keep existing characters true to what they are. And but I would think that would be freaking amazing.
Yeah, it would be interesting for sure.
Yeah, I would love to see a young. I mean, just use like the Darth Plagueis novel, kind of some of the key point. I know Sean hasn't. Have you ever read that? PJ.
Plagueis novel is
freaking
like
amazing.
It's one of the best novels ever made.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Imagine doing a trilogy and have it end with Phantom Menace, like lead up to Phantom Menace, like that. That'd be awesome.
That would be the Darth Plagueis novel. Like,
I
mean, when you realize like when Plagueis died and all that kind of stuff, like it would just be freaking so good. Matt Smith would be who I want to play that part.
For me, I would like a redo of the Star Wars sequel trilogy.
They'll never do it.
I know they won't.
Yeah,
but that would be
because they would be admitting that we kind of effed up.
Absolutely.
Well,
yeah, they would. They would be admitting that.
It's like addressing the elephant in the room, right? It's like
they would ignore it and then like maybe go real far into the future and just.
Well, to be honest, it's just not making them money. Sequel trilogy is not. If you think about it, original trilogy, even the prequels, people are like, no one's like, oh, let me go get a prop from the sequel trilogy.
No.
Sucks too because they had good designs for some stuff.
I mean, other than like Kylo Ren's helmet and his saber, I mean, that's the cool.
Yeah.
But then like even Rey's sabers, like it's just a knockoff of Luke's, or Anakin's. It's like
it is Luke's.
It is. I know.
Yeah. How dare you, Sean?
Yeah.
How
no, I mean, I even like the idea of what she made out of her staff. I mean, I saw that coming. Forever,
to be honest, I actually thought that she was gonna have a dual lightsaber. Like,
same here.
Because I thought she was wielding that staff. Like, wow.
I thought it was gonna be like Plagueis's.
Well, I think,
and then it made sense when Luke gave her Leia's, and you're like, all right, cool. She's got two sabers. Like, she's gonna that would be awesome. Like,
yeah.
I like how she killed Palpatine. I'm like. You mean to tell me Palpatine died the same way he was getting hurt by Mace? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't learn his lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, let me stop shooting into the sabers. Let me stop right now. No, let me just keep shooting until I disintegrate. Never learned my lesson.
I would like him to do.
I can't.
I would like him to do any of those novels. There's some really good ones. They could even stay in the genre and do some of them if they would just like have an understanding of what a character is and don't make the character like if you see how a character is, keep it the way the character is. Don't make them goofy or just you have all these good stories, just use them. They're doing it with the comic book movies, so what's the problem? And I get that, like, we have an idea. If you've already read them, you know how they are. And I can accept that if they do some stuff differently, because there's other books that I've read that I love the book, and then the movie come out and it was different, but it was still really good. Like that Dan Brown, Angels and Demons, or the Da Vinci Code. Like the books were very different, and it had to be consolidated down to a 2-hour movie, but the movies were really good. The characters were exactly like they were in the books. So, I mean, if they would have made the character is completely different, I would have been like, well, this is whack. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you got to stay true to the lore. Same thing with like Star Wars. If they stay true to the lore, they have endless resources to make good content. Just stay true to it. You've got Favreau, you've got Filoni. Like, come on, you have all
good
the
content.
You have the ingredients. Let's just
put
it together.
Books. Just
give
the director the book. Read this. Adapt it to a movie.
Yep.
That's there's great characters in them.
And hire people that actually watch Star Wars.
Yeah, or if you don't, read the book. Like, and you have
hire
writers
people that hire people that are who love Star Wars can write a screenplay or a story, like a storyline for you.
Yeah, I can't think of Claudia Gray. She wrote Lost Stars. That would be another great one. Lost Stars. That would be a really good movie adaptation.
Yeah.
Like there's these two people that grow up together, and one is in the rebellion and one's in the Empire.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, like the Civil War. You have brothers fighting brothers.
Yeah.
And so that's a really good novel. And then I think a Vader one would work.
I think a Vader like post Revenge of the Sith, him learning his powers, just like the comic books. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah, like right after.
Yeah, that's the what was it? Lords of the Sith novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be awesome. It's like Valkyrie, but Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they could do. I just hope that they just do it right, basically. And just hire people that are really into Star Wars, That's basically it.
That's simple.
Or are willing to read the books, the information, sit down with somebody who actually knows it, work with somebody, they're bound to have people there that know what they're doing.
Yeah. Make the actors watch the movie. Not like Reva. Oh, I've never watched a Star Wars movie. I'm like, what?
Same with the guy that played the Grand Inquisitor. He's like, I don't even know who he is.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's like,
it's like how could you play a character how could you play a character that you don't know anything about?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like if you were an actor and you were going to play Julius Caesar, would you not
research,
read up on Julius Caesar and try to get his character the way that he really was? Why would you would do that, right? Like if you were going to be Abraham Lincoln, you would get into character, you would do all those things. Why would you not do that just because this is a sci-fi?
Yeah. All right, so let's actually move on to our Star Wars bounty pickups, and then we'll hopefully, guys, we could get to see some gameplay while we're live on the air and talk about it. When you say gameplay of the Jedi Survivor, which is a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. So
is that going to have Cal Kestis in it, or is it going to be another Jedi that survived?
No, it's Cal Kestis.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Rumor is that he actually runs into the apprentice from Force Unleashed, Starkiller.
Oh, okay.
That would be interesting.
Because in the last trail, there was a guy in a tube, and they were saying that tube, they're basically, cloning and all that good stuff. And that
would be an interesting movie. Adapt that game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's so many things that they could do. It's just I don't understand why they don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do it.
It is a mind-boggling thing,
Yeah, well, it's these people don't know Star Wars. That's what it comes down to. What makes Star Wars special is that George Lucas loved Star Wars and was invested because that's his baby.
Yeah,
these guys don't care. They just want to make money. That's what it comes down to.
The crazy thing is if they could swallow their pride and actually listen to what the fans are saying they want and go down that pathway, it would make money because there are good stories.
Yeah.
We're not talking about stories that aren't good. We're not saying we want you to do something stupid and it's not going to make money. Like just because we like it and it's a good story, the person that's never watched it before is going to watch it and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, this is freaking amazing."
I just want to give an example. So Ashley and Eckstein visited the Ahsoka set and was able to bond with Rosario Dawson over the character. So this is just an example of someone that loves Star Wars, Dave Filoni, trying to bring more layers to the Ahsoka character by bringing the person that voiced the character for so many years,
Yep.
and still voicing the character. And that just helps the actor connect with the character that they're playing.
Yep.
I thought it
So-
was insane that they never had her meet with Rosario Dawson before they ever did the show to get little like mannerisms or any of that stuff.
But what about make her Ahsoka instead of Rosario?
No,
You don't think that would have played out
no.
with all the makeup and the headdress? And,
It's
maybe.
just maybe it's just hard because you're thinking about someone that's a voice actor. You know,
yeah, well, I
it's
was
hard.
thinking Katie Sackhoff as well, and she showed up in the Mando. You know,
But she was an actor before she became a voice
No.
actor.
Yeah.
She was.
well, didn't Ashley? She was an actress on Disney for a while, and
She was. I don't know how she would be, and I could be wrong, but maybe she would not be suitable as far as the athletic part
yeah,
of the role, maybe.
Yeah.
Whereas Katie Sackhoff done tons of different
Yeah.
fighting.
yeah,
type
She's
thing.
a sci-fi, a lot of sci-fi shows. You know.
Yeah.
And what did it's like? What did Ashley Eckstein? What was she?
I would
she
say
acted-
Rosario probably has the facial features
Yep. The facial
better
features.
Yeah.
for it
Oh,
than
yeah.
Ashley would.
And she's a great actor.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like Rosario's.
Yeah, I would have
Ahsoka,
liked
for
her
sure.
to maybe be a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more Ahsoka-like, like, I don't know. It's just something about like her.
She too serious.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
what it is.
And mind you, she's in a different, era.
Right.
She's like more mature. She's battle hardened. She's been through a lot.
She would be
she's
about
very-
10 years older than what she last was in Rebels.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And
and that's kind
she-
of the way I chalked it up. It's like, she's an older, more mature person. So
Yeah. And she's, mind you, she's, grown a lot. And again, it's a different type of Ahsoka, but at the same time too, the last time we see Ahsoka, they're just in an episode here and, a cameo here. It's not a dedicated show like what they're making now. So bringing Ashley Eckstein now to kind of help her develop this character even more is only fitting because like how many lines did she have in that episode, right?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, all right, okay, oh yeah, this and this, and it's not really much. This is her own dedicated show. Every episode is going to be about her, going to build her character and see where her journey.
Yeah,
leads
she's
to.
going to be under a microscope.
Yeah. So, and Ahsoka is a very beloved character, and I was telling Sean this last Friday when I was going to pick up the Columbia Ahsoka jacket. It's number one, it's sold out in the website within a minute. Within a minute. They're not even selling in the stores. And then I was in line the next day, to try and pick one up. And mind you, people in line were disappointed when the guy came out and said, "Hey, we don't have Ahsoka." They were like, "What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I need that for my wife. She wants that. Oh my gosh." Let me go and look at eBay and guess how much they were selling that jacket, which sold for $430.
probably
online.
double at least.
No, quadruple. $1,800.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yes, and I was telling Sean, like, she's actually beaten out Luke Skywalker to be the number one Star Wars favorite Star Wars character.
I don't like that.
Well,
There's
we
a
don't
lot
like it
of,
because
I
we
know.
grew up with Luke
We're
Skywalker.
OT. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
There's a
OT.
lot of young kids that grew
Yeah.
up watching that are
Which
now
is fine
adults.
because that no matter what, it keeps them into Star Wars. Whatever
Yeah.
keeps you involved in Star Wars is good.
And Ahsoka is a great character. That's why I always wondered, like, I always get offended when people are like, "Oh, you don't like the sequels? Oh, you're like you don't like strong female characters." Oh, whoa, hold up. There's Leia and there's Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
I love those characters.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from anybody who grew up watching Star Wars that doesn't like Leia.
Yeah. No, everyone loves Leia,
especially after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, and she was so much
The
stronger.
first 15 minutes of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. But even then, like even in the first movie, how strong was she?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you too short to be a stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Oh, let me do it myself. Like she was just like a leader,
very strong-willed. Yeah.
And no one now is like, oh, Leia, Leia.
It did not seem forced.
Yes.
No.
It's like Ripley. It's like Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
But they nailed young Leia and Kenobi. She had the attitude. She had to let me do it myself. Yeah, that was
in some ways. I think she was one of the better parts.
Oh, she was. She was casted very well.
Yeah,
and she studied her part too. And she's what, 9 years old?
Yeah. I definitely liked hearing that. That as soon as she got it, her mom and dad, sat her down and she watched all the stuff with Leia in it.
Yeah, get to work.
Yeah, but again, we need more of that. We need people to, when they're doing a project in Star Wars, to try and use the resources that they have to make things or make that project better. And we'll see what happens. I'm very excited for the Ahsoka show. First of all, I'm excited for the Mandalorian. That's how many months? 3 months away. March 1st.
March 1st.
We got Bad Batch next, right?
Bad Batch that will fill the void.
Like February. Is that February?
No, January 4th.
Oh, January. Okay.
Yeah. So that will, probably lead us to Mandalorian, which I'm really, really excited about. So, all right. So Star Wars bounty pickups. Let's start with Anthony. Anthony, any recent Star Wars bounty pickups?
Yeah, I got the Bo-Katan coming.
Oh, nice.
And a friend of mine got this made for me for my birthday.
Oh, wow. Meow.
He actually took a picture of my cat when he was a kitten and then sent it off to this company and they turned it into superheroes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Iconic Paws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And other than that, not much. I have a statue on the way, but probably won't have that for a month.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Congrats on your Star Wars bounty pickups. Sean, anything that you got recently besides something that you're wearing?
Yeah. So we got the Ahsoka Columbia hat came in today.
Oh, what do you think?
Dude, I love it. And it fits really well. Like,
it looks good, man.
Yeah, the only thing I thought it was going to be more like this camera shows is it's actually more gray than it is like that. I thought it was white at first, but no, I really, really like it. It fits well. So yeah, that's a plus. So I got this and then I paid for Bo-Katan from Off the Racks. So
oh, nice.
That's shipped out. So that'll probably be here early next week. So that's it. That's it for now.
Awesome. Yeah, mine's from Off the Racks as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I didn't know about the promo code.
Well, no, we just got it recently.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's awesome. Congrats on your recent Star Wars bounty pickups. I really can't wait to hear your thoughts on the Bo-Katan and the head sculpt.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's controversial. So,
but it's different when you see it in pictures. And it's different when you see it in person. So
what's crazy,
I
feel like there's a lot of positive reviews now that people have it in hand versus when it was first coming out, it got bashed. So yeah, we'll definitely talk about it next week.
Awesome. Well, congrats. All right. So for me, Star Wars bounty pickups, I got the Columbia jacket, the white one. Unfortunately, I am going.
Still looks good.
Is that the Obi one?
It's Kenobi, dude.
Doesn't look good.
He loves it. Don't let him fool you.
Oh yeah. He did.
You son of a bitch.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah. So I got the white jacket. I bought number one, when I went to the store, because I was gonna pick it up in the store. They didn't have the Anakin one. They said they didn't get a shipment in along with the Ahsoka. I'm like, are you kidding me? So as I was buying the blue Columbia hat, the Anakin version,
yeah.
on my phone trying to buy it online, I bought it. I checked out. I bought it. Next thing you know, like half an hour later, I get an email saying they oversold the
Oh,
and they didn't have so
Mm.
they canceled my order, and I was so pissed.
dang.
They didn't have the large size, so I went to check out the medium, sold out. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I end up getting the Kenobi.
Still a good looking jacket. Are
It
they?
is.
What's the resale value on the aftermarket? Is it pretty good on the Kenobi?
Not really.
Not like the Ahsoka, huh?
No. Well, I'm gonna wear the Kenobi. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, it looks good.
but the Anakin one was what I wanted.
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, selling for I think $600. It was retailing for 500. No,
Yeah.
600. 700. And mind you, I wasn't gonna resell it. I was just gonna keep it because I really
Yeah.
like it. But I'm happy with the white one, I guess.
You love it.
I had the Boba Fett from last year, so I'm gonna wear that one. So
Yeah.
But yeah, what else did I get? I got the Dark Side bedding. It came in.
Nice.
I put it on. It didn't come with a sheet, so I had to buy that separately, which is kind of unfortunate. But it's all
Yeah.
right. Would the comforter is thick? That's what she said, and cozy and warm. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. I think it's just because it's Dark Side bedding. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. It's
I
got the
was
name
so-
Dark. Got the name Dark Side in
I
it.
kind of wish the quality is a little bit better.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'm happy with it. What else? What else did I get? I got my slides from Heroes and Villains and my T-shirt, my Boba Fett
Okay.
T-shirt.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, forget you, Kenobi.
Dude, I love that shirt. That one's cool.
Forget
like
you, Kenobi. I hate you.
I like it.
I hate you, Kenobi.
I like it.
What else? Mythos Vader. I'm hoping mine's ship pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
My Mythos Anakin should be arriving tomorrow.
Nice.
So my wife is going to be very happy with another box in the house.
Just tell her it's a Christmas gift.
Yes. Which, mind you, I got it for a steal of a price, man. I got it from Big Bad Toy Store. They were selling for $430 shipped.
Oh, nice.
So I end up using my points, and I got it for 300 and change. So
there you go.
Yeah, I need to order something within the next 3 weeks, or I'll lose some points.
Oh yeah. So what else did I get? I feel like I don't know. I think that's it.
Have you been selling any? Because I know you were selling some hot dogs.
Oh yeah, I pretty much everything I listed I sold. Return of the Jedi Luke I sold. What else did I sell? Return of the Jedi Luke. I sold Bespin Leia. I'm trying to think what else.
Sean said you were thinking about selling the statues. Did you?
No, I didn't say anything about. He's not going to sell statues. It's just the hot toys he was selling.
Yeah,
hot toys. I thought you said Malik.
Oh, didn't you have Malik posted it at one point that you were thinking?
Yeah, I was selling it, but I'm just going to keep it. So
yeah, okay. I would keep it because I know Anthony was interested. That's why I was like, I think PJ.
Oh, you should have told me.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking and he's like, hey, you might want to hit him up if you're interested in it. And I was like, is he getting rid of the Revan? And he was like, I don't think so. I was like,
yeah. Let's Live reaction, guys. Live reaction time.
Bring it up.
Okay, let's do this. See, Sean, that's why I wanted to do it around this time.
It's got it all planned out.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay.
Well, if you change your mind on the Malik one,
okay,
let me know.
Okay, awesome.
Might take it off your hands.
It's all too easy.
Yes. Well, I got some hot toys if you want to buy them.
Yeah, probably have all the ones you're getting rid of. I actually was thinking about. I want to get rid of the sequel ones, and I just don't want to deal with the headache of it. That's why I've been procrastinating. Because I want to make some room. But I actually was thinking about selling off a ton of figures, but then I saw today that they put up the episode 2 stuff, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Well, we'll talk about it. Save your thoughts.
I figured that was going.
Yeah.
Well, let's get straight to the trailer, guys. Let's do this.
Do it.
Just let me know if you can hear it.
The order is gone.
Yeah.
I was betrayed by the one I trusted
Is
most.
that Star Killer?
I will not be imprisoned again.
I hear you've been busy making yourself
Oh,
the Empire's most wanted.
That's cool.
Oh, who's that guy?
Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Oh, shoot. That guy looks cool. Looks like a bounty hunter. Mars!
After all we've done,
Oh,
the
nice.
Empire's only grown stronger.
Oh! Who's that guy?
Nice boat.
I think that was that bounty hunter.
Oh, wait, you can play.
The Jedi is a threat.
Oh,
now that we have this. As long as we fight.
Oh, snap.
Hope survives.
Little kind.
Oh, snap.
Nice. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, you got Excalibur.
Yeah, let's wait.
Hope survives.
Okay, let me see. Where's that? What?
Yeah. Well, Excalibur. Look at the look on his face. Like, what is this?
He's like, oh, there's more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this looks good, man. I mean, all right, Anthony, what's your thoughts on this one, man?
It looks cool. Yeah, I'm curious who the guy was in the back of the tank missing in
Yeah,
right arm.
Mm.
Doesn't
Right there, I
look-
thought it was a girl.
Yeah, I did too for a second.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because it doesn't look like Star Killer, so I don't think that's who it is. But
And look at this
yeah,
guy.
that's interesting.
He's got a
Yeah,
saber too.
Mm-hmm. Looks like
Yeah.
cows.
yeah, and
Oh,
Hey, if you go back, it looked like this cow has a beard, and then they showed a cow that was sitting like in a room. Wonder if he's cloned, and that's his clone because his hilt looks like cows. Like, yeah, let me go. I don't know where it was at.
Ford?
I can't remember where it was at. Just keep scrolling, and then we see.
Ford? Okay.
It was just a quick scene where he was like sitting like on a ship or something, but maybe it was Cal's clone.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
who this guy
I
is.
can't
Look-
remember where it is.
that
but-
outfit looks similar to the guy that had the saber.
Yeah.
And the only reason I thought because their hilts looked very similar when they were clashing. Right there. Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. You're almost there, right in front of
This
it.
one?
Yeah. Yeah. Like go up in front of it, you'll see. Keep going to the right.
To the right.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Keep going to the right.
Yeah, right there, right there.
Is
See,
that him?
that's the villain right there. Doesn't he
Mhm.
look? He's a little off. At
Kinda.
first, I thought he was Cal when we first watched it,
Yeah,
and I
but
was
he looks
thinking,
like
well,
a
he's one of
Jedi,
right, and
right?
that's
Look,
got
he's
to be
got
the. I
the
bet.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bet you that's the guy that's fighting Cal with the other saber. Because look,
probably.
he's got a
Yeah.
gold saber, and this dude has like a gold tunic on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he looks like, yeah, he's got a tunic,
And
so
he's
he looks.
with that other guy.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we first watched it, I thought it was Cal with without the beard. And I was like, oh shit, they cloned him.
Yeah,
It
I
would
hope
be
Vader.
cool to introduce him into some live action because that actor's pretty good.
Hell, they had the chance in Andor, where we thought he was going to pop up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah, the statue piece. Yeah. How long did it take you to beat the first game? If you played it, I played the first game. I took my time. I honestly did. When it comes to games like that, I take my time just because I'm, enjoying it. I'm savoring every moment because the story's good, the gameplay's good. Probably took me about a month of just me taking my time and just, because it's sort of like an open world concept, but it's
Right.
linear. It's linear. But yeah, I would say about a month.
My
I did the
problem
same.
when I play, like I was playing that game, my problem is I have to beat every map 100%. Like I can't leave anything out there because
You're like me.
my day's so bad. And next thing I know, it's like I've been playing this thing for a month because I don't play it consecutive. I play it for a couple hours here and there, and I'm just like, man, this is taking forever. So I finally decided, like, when I get back into playing, I'm just gonna get
Just
right
go.
through it and learn the story because we all talk about it
Oh,
and I haven't finished it yet.
yeah, it's good, man. The
No.
storyline is
Was
really
it
good.
was it really complicated or was it just
No, I
No,
just
it's very straightforward. The
I,
game.
I think
the
I'm just
gameplay reminded me of what's that one with Drake?
Uncharted.
Oh,
Yeah, it kind
Uncharted.
of
Yeah.
reminded me of that.
Yeah, it is. It's very much like that, and I have those games. I love
Mhm.
those games.
I played the first two of those.
This game's awesome. I just
Yeah.
we talked about it this weekend. You just you reach a certain age where when you grow up, when video games were invented, and you've
Mhm.
been playing them nonstop until you're 50, and it's like I just have a hard time like finding the time to sit down and play because I can't just sit there and play for an hour. It's got to be 2 to 4 hours playing an adventure game because you get consumed by the world.
Mhm.
So that's my challenge right now with this game. It's just I just need to set aside some time for it, and I don't.
You know what? Just try to just go. Don't do the extra stuff. Just
I'm
go
not.
through the main, and campaign. It's really good, man. Like I said, the last time I felt like this with a Star Wars game was Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Because I was so hooked with the storyline.
Oh, I love Jedi Academy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that was great. Yeah.
I loved how you swing. You're like,
Yeah.
right? You're like, there's no like deflect or
Playing online was so fun.
That was my introduction to online
you're
gameplay.
You're like jumping.
Oh yeah, so
cool. Funny. It's funny, when you look back at it. At the time when it came out, you're like, "Oh, this is so cool, man!" Yeah.
We would play like capture the flag and
oh yeah, that was blast.
Yeah. And then you could go in there and just challenge different people and that game was pretty awesome.
We used to target like one person, and all three, me, you, and Scott, all three of us would like gang up on this one person, and just every time we would just break them off and keep doing it over and over. They'd get so mad and leave.
Yeah, I played that campaign. I couldn't even tell you how many times. I would beat it and then go back and play it again.
Yeah, it was a good those were good games. I mean, the Star Killer ones were good. Force Unleashed. The first one was good. Yeah, too bad it's not connected in any kind of way. But it was like over exaggeration of the Force. But you felt cool. You felt badass.
Yeah, and it didn't matter to me that it wasn't canon. Like, I just thought it was really cool.
It was cool. It was fun. And
I wouldn't even mind if they did more stuff like that where it didn't have to line up with movies or TV shows or anything like that. Like,
So, all right. that was cool, guys.
Yeah.
That was the first time we did a live reaction on the podcast. So
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
that was
Looks
awesome.
good. Looks good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that game. March is going to be a very, very fun month. If you think
Mm-hmm.
about it, we got Mandalorian, we got Jedi Fallen, Jedi Survivor. Yeah, and mind you, also like when I played there's a part in the first game in Jedi Fallen Order where you're like, oh my gosh, and it was like an oh my gosh moment. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but you're like, holy moly, this is happening. So
Nice.
all right, so let's get straight into our top 5
Attainable. Let's clarify
attainable.
that. Something that's attainable that we can see ourselves possibly getting. So
Mhm.
it can't be the screen used DL44 and A New Hope. So it has
Oh
to be
my gosh, dude.
realistic top 5, like a true wish list if
Mhm.
we had more money and our wives were into Star Wars and buying some stuff. So
Yeah, so top 5 things we want for Christmas. So we'll start off with Anthony.
I would say life size R2.
Mhm.
Gosh, let's see. I would like for them to start making good Star Wars content.
Oh my gosh, dude.
True to the
I was
canon.
hoping products, but I guess we'll go with
yeah, it's got to be a physical product that someone's selling.
okay.
A company's
Let's see.
selling right now.
yeah.
Let's see. What's something that I've always...
I mean, we could come back to you, Anthony,
Yeah.
while you think
All right.
about it. How about you, Sean?
Number 1, I
Yes.
want a life-size slave Leia.
Well,
Yeah,
All right.
that is something
Silicone?
I've always wanted.
Of course.
silicone body. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm joking.
flesh.
Oh shit.
Oh, geez, Louise! Holy moly, that's
just keep,
in.
just keep
That's
her on
in.
ice.
Yeah, that's on Route 57. There, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, realistically
Well,
though, like what
yeah.
I would want, I definitely want a life size R2. I've always, ever since I was a
Really?
little kid, I want one. And
Mhm.
then when you see the ones that run off the remote controls at the cons and the light, it's just, that's probably my number one thing, but they're like so expensive. But
Mhm.
like Jeff, Sage got the idea where he got, I think it was a 3D printed one, and he painted and put together and put electronics, and it looks amazing. And I'm thinking
Wow.
that's all I need is a static piece, because I'm not going to be driving it around the house. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
going to sit in its position. So
Mhm.
that it's still attainable, because I wouldn't spend 25 to 30 grand on, one of those electronic ones. So I definitely want a life size R2. I would love to have a studio scale Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
I would
nice.
love to have, I want a Falcon in my collection, and I want a studio scale, a DiAgostini, something that's legit. Like, I would love to have that.
Mhm.
I would love to have the OG Mythos Vader. It's attainable. I could get it. That would be a nice Christmas gift. So, honey, if you're listening, talk to PJ or Anthony. They will guide you to OG Mythos Vader. Yeah. So we got life size R2. We got studio scale Falcon. We got OG Mythos Vader. I definitely want a 3PO bust, which that could be coming soon, because I've always wanted one since the sideshow, but I just don't want to spend $5,000 for something that you paid $600 for. It's like, the markup's ridiculous. And I definitely want to get a screen accurate ESB Vader hilt, because I want to replace my Disney hilt. So that's my 5.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's a great list, man.
it's fairly attainable. It's attainable.
Yeah,
all that
it's-
stuff.
it's
you know?
definitely
it's not cheap, but it's
Yeah.
and that's something. Those are the things that if I had in my collection, I don't see me selling.
Yeah. And some old ones, some new ones.
Yeah.
That's a great list. How about you, Anthony? You got
Yeah. Okay. Life size R2.
Mhm.
I would like to have the Dewback statue.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness
Yeah.
gracious
Yeah.
me.
And I would like for Hot Toys to start doing more either original trilogy characters or
Mhm,
prequel. I
mhm.
think I might get part of that. And
What do you want that's out there right now that you could just go and order?
Mhm.
Put it on the credit card. It's something you wanted for a while. You've looked at it, but you hesitated.
Mhm.
There has to be
um,
something that's
yeah,
got your eye.
I've the Boba Fett
How many is that
backpack.
now?
Boba Fett backpack.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the jetpack.
The
Yeah, the
jetpack.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's pretty much it that I can think about.
All right, I'll
Mhm.
take one for you. I want the EFX Legendary Vader helmet.
Oh, okay. Which one? Not the PCR.
The autograph one. No, the really good one.
Mhm.
The one with James Earl Jones. And then, I can't remember if it's dual signature or not.
Yeah.
It's the one that Gabe had on his channel. I think his uncle gave it to him.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing's
Yeah.
I would love to have that thing.
Yeah.
That was my bonus wish.
Your honorary mention.
Honorary mention, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are great lists, guys. Definitely a lot, very attainable, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And we, like I said, we might have to eat like spam or ramen noodles or
Absolutely.
Vienna sausage for a very long time, but
yeah, a lot of it comes down to me. Like, I could buy it if I want it, but it's like, oh man,
yeah.
Can I justify?
But the thing is, it's all sacrifice. Like I sacrifice clothes and shoes. Like I need new shoes so bad. I'm like, no,
I know.
I'm dipping in my collection money.
Well, I like what Inga said to her
flip-flops.
people at work. Like my husband bought a $5,000 Chewbacca bus, but he won't spend more than $20 on a pair of jeans.
It's true.
Yeah.
I was
That
like, did
is
you really
true.
say that to everybody at work? She's like, yeah. I was like, you told them that Chewbacca's $5,000. Like, you're crazy.
Don't
tell them where we live.
It's funny is because like I'm like, oh man, I need new clothes. Nah, pre-order.
Right. You're right. It's true.
I mean, the only clothes I'll probably buy is like Star Wars t-shirts.
T-shirts because they're cheap and you can get them on Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never spent a lot of money on clothes.
Me either.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
even
very
when I was
simple.
younger, like I would buy Levi's. I couldn't justify spending more than like $20 or $30.
Stop it, Anthony. We knew you bought True Religion skinny jeans.
True Religion. I don't even know what those are.
Hey, you remember the Z Cavaricis? The Z Cavs. Oh man.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, I was riding BMX. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on clothes because you would tear them up anyway.
Yeah.
The only time I spent like money on clothes is like buying basketball shoes. You got to have the Jordans when they came out.
Yeah, but they were only like $100
back then.
Yeah, but $150 back then was like $300 today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember buying Jordans, but they were like $100.
Yeah, well, if you bought Jordans back then, you were like the ish, All right, so I came up with I'll show some pictures for my
he's got show and tell. Dang.
I got show and tell.
Snap.
Come on, guys. I gave you guys the topics.
Yeah.
All right, so here's one of them. Give me this, baby.
Yes.
That would just take up too much room.
I don't care.
But you know what? It would look so awesome next to
look at that right there.
Oh my goodness. Give this to me, please.
How awesome would it look?
Well, I mean, does it count? I want these two together. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm pointing at.
Yeah, Anthony's pointing at the haunted carbonite over his shoulder. He wants to put that Fett right in front of it.
Oh man. And you know what? Tom Spina worked on the costume for this statue. So, that's pretty awesome. And to be honest, the pose, the outfit, it just looks great, man. It just
what is that? $9,000?
Yeah, it is $9,000.
Yeah.
Hey, free shipping though.
Yeah, right.
Shipping would probably be $9
and change out the door.
They should deliver to your front door with a handwritten note.
Yeah. Um, RMD Collective says my top 5 would be life size Vader, Boba Fett replica EE3. That's a
blaster.
good the blaster.
Yeah, that's good.
1/6 Slave 1. Well, I don't know if there's anyone making a 1/6 Slave 1, but
That's
a
jazzy.
Hot Toy Spider Leg Maul. Yeah, if they
Mm.
made one, yeah, and a Hot Toys Ralph McQuarrie Vader.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would
That'd
actually
be-
buy that Ralph McQuarrie Vader.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting out of Hot Toys, but if they make a Hot Toys Ralph McQuarrie Vader,
I'm getting that.
I'm
You
getting
know,
it.
that would be a good line for them to do. Do
Which
the
one?
Ralph McQuarrie art line.
Yeah.
Like 3PO. You could do the Vader. Ooh, even
Mm-hmm.
the Luke that had the 2 tubes breather
Yeah.
thing. Like that would be
Yeah.
a pretty sick line to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how about this one? Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
Sideshow do the
give me this.
it's
If I
not hard to
only,
make.
I know, but I suck at making stuff. But anyway, oh my gosh, just why can't I just win that $1 million? Just $1 million. Santa.
You could make it for a fraction of that.
I know, but I suck at it. Santa.
Payment plan.
Dude,
We're-
you know, I put Salacious in the payment plan. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's
but
like-
he's paid off. You got to replace that payment plan with a new one.
yeah, but Salacious was like half the.
I know.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I mean, if I don't buy statues and Hot Toys for maybe 2 years, yeah, it's sacrifice, right?
Yeah. Or you could sell off a bunch of stuff
Mhm.
But-
and
That's
cut
what
the
I did.
price down. Even
Yeah.
if you could cut it in half.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
you have space for it?
Oh yeah. Oh come
Yeah.
on, Anthony. How dare
Well, I don't
you?
know. What-
I'll make. I don't care if I have
Make
to put that in my dining room. That
When
thing
I
is gonna-
decided to do this, I asked Sean's like, where are
Mhm.
you going to put it? I was like, I'll figure that out later.
yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know what though? I think, to be honest, guys, I think I'm curious to see us 5 years from now doing this show, and talking about the collectibles that we're picking up. I have a feeling at some point our collection is going to evolve and say, you know what, I want to go with the big. I want to go big.
Yeah. You could have
Mhm.
like, you know,
Mhm.
100
Yeah.
Hot Toys or 10
Mm-hmm.
massive things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
What would
not
you rather
necessarily
have?
in size, but like in attainability.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would you rather have? A collection of Boba Fett's in Hot Toys form, or just have one ultimate
Right.
Boba Fett in your
Mhm.
collection, which is the life size Boba
Yeah.
Fett? I mean, you really can't beat that.
You can't have too many Boba Fett.
Yeah, of course you can't. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you were like to sacrifice, you're like, ah, man, I got all these Boba Fetts.
Oh, I would take that life size one and give you
Of
all
course.
anything Boba Fett in here is yours.
Hey, even if
Yeah.
I go, hey, Sean, I got all these Boba Fetts, you're like, well, I got a life size back here, man.
You'd be
You're
like,
oh.
damn, I
Right.
wish I had that.
You got me.
Yeah, you win.
You're like,
So true.
yeah. So, or
Yeah,
you're
the
gonna,
only thing that I would hate about the life size ones is like the dust issue,
yeah, but
you know.
come on. It
But
won't be.
I mean, it'd look
Just
amazing.
put it, yeah, just put a, air
There's
purifier.
a guy that lives near me,
Mhm.
and he has a massive collection of life size statues,
Mhm.
and he has like all the superheroes, and
Yeah.
it's freaking crazy. Like Henry Cavill Superman hovering in the living room.
What
and
the
like
hell?
I'm not joking. And like
The life size
Spider-Man.
one?
Yep, not joking at all.
What the, Sean?
Yep.
What the,
I-
a life size Superman
Mhm.
hovering
Wait
over.
wait till I tell you. Okay, so you walk into his house, he's got this bar, and he's got life size Deadpool. And then there's a staircase that kind of wraps up, and he has Flash, Wonder Woman, Iron Man. These are all like from the movies. And then he has a loft up top, and it's like Spider-Man, like in that stance, overlooking into the living room. And then there's Henry Cavill Superman hovering above. He has an 8-9 foot Incredible Hulk. He has Arkham Knight Batman, Joker. Out by the pool, he has Aquaman.
Mhm.
He has a life size Michael Myers in the garage. I'm trying to think. Like he has almost all the ones that were ever done for movies.
Anthony,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anymore. I'm just getting like I'm getting depressed.
Yeah.
Hey,
I would love
sell all
to.
my statues.
I would love to talk to him
Oh.
and see if I could come like do a video and almost interview him.
He might
Yeah.
do it.
I was gonna say here I am with like my quarter scale statues, and this guy's like he's beating us out with life size Henry Cavill hovering over his freaking ceiling. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh
Yeah.
wow, that Deadpool's really awesome. And then he was like, oh, if you like that, go in the living room, look around. And
Oh my goodness.
as soon as I go in and I look over and I'm like looking up at the Hulk, and then that's when I notice Spider-Man, Henry Cavill, and it's hanging from like tension wires. And
You're like, hey, you want to come over and see my hot toys?
yeah,
I got.
Yeah.
He's like, I got
Yeah.
you beat. I got the
Yeah.
latest Hot Toys Snyder cut.
yeah, he's got the
Figure.
the truck from Jurassic Park.
The Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the real thing.
All
No,
right,
what they were
Anthony,
like the Explorer type. He's got that.
all right, I don't want to hear anymore. I'm getting jealous.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, he's got everything. Oh, all right. Well, that's
Yeah, but
nice.
it's all like the
Good
superhero
for
stuff.
you, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, that sounds like a really cool.
If I ever get a chance, I'll see if he would let me come, because he seemed pretty like open to showing stuff off. But
yeah,
I'd have to talk to him about that. But that would be a really cool walkthrough because he had some amazing.
Oh
stuff.
yeah. See if he'll let you do it.
Yeah, it was all like he said he had a friend that worked in Hollywood and makes them all for the movie premieres.
Wow.
yeah, wow. Must be nice. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my my third one on
yeah.
the list, which is the Mythos.
Yeah,
Kenobi.
that's a good one.
I need
Yeah.
this. Like, I need air.
Yeah.
Mythos, yeah, Mythos Vader hopefully should be shipping soon. So yeah, Mythos Kenobi. I just need to complete the Mythos line basically. Another one is Darth Talon by Sideshow. Darth Talon is let me pull up the image.
Oh, I know which one it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was another really good one. That one goes for a lot of money.
Oh, I know. I need that. Like, I need.
Oh yeah.
Well, not that one. This one. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the fact that she was supposed to be like the main villain for the sequels, according to George
Mhm.
Lucas. Yeah, I need her. I need her bad. So, and last but not least, this is a little bit more like, this is definitely more modern, more a newer piece. Is I need this bad. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like
Yeah.
this is like a future grail for me. Everyone has
Mhm.
their own definition of grails. I think
Mhm.
this is like, what more can you ask for from a Vader piece?
Did
Yeah.
I
Honestly.
see that they were doing a swap out for the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me share that.
All right.
Let me share that one screenshot. Yeah. So they have a swap out from the show. So there is going to be a swap
Yep,
out.
that's what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I wish they didn't do the cut so high up on his head, because if you were going to cut a helmet open like that, you would have taken part of his head with him.
yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, you want to show more of the face. Like,
Mhm.
I think I'm going to get this one over the new Mythos
Yeah.
Vader.
I don't know, man. I saw pictures of the new Mythos Vader, and I was like, "Holy
Dude, it looks good, but
moly!"
Space. I got space.
I know. If you had to pick one, you would pick this one. Which
This
I
is
agree.
I think I'm picking this one over the Mythos one. Me and Anthony talked about it, and how often are you going to get a Vader sitting on the throne?
On a throne, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my top 5 wish list.
It's a nice one. It's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
It's an expensive one, but it's a good
Yeah, I
one.
forgot about the Mythos Obi one. That's a really good one.
Yes, that's the one not a lot of people talk about anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Talon one too. I've always
Es-
liked that one.
especially that's how he looked like in the show.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
the show based that look that he was wearing in the show off of the figure and the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, like count me
Yeah.
in.
It would be nice if they upgrade the cape a little bit. It looks a little chintzy.
Yeah, it looks like a Hot Toys cape, but
Yeah.
hopefully they get feedback and say, you know,
Yeah.
but hopefully it's an easy fix. Hopefully someone out there can custom make a nicer cape.
Right.
You know what you could probably do?
This is the cape that we're getting. Yeah.
Like hypothetically, if they don't do anything, the cape that come with the quarter scale Hot Toys is really nice. So that would be an option, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
if you
I
could
agree.
find one of those.
Yeah, that's a good one, Anthony. So, but yeah, that's my my top 5. And honorable mention is the Dewback.
Yes, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one by Anthony. But oh man,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, I remember when
Why?
I first got into collecting this stuff, and then I was looking around, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's freaking awesome! I would love to have that.
Yeah,
And then I
that's
saw
why,
how much it was, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, but look how much it is now.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
yeah, and
And that's why,
7
like,
years ago or 6 years ago,
yeah,
I want to say it
And
was in like the 1,000 range.
well, yeah, it's 350 when it first came out. 350, $400
With
and
the
then
Sand Trooper.
with the Sand Trooper as a deal because they were trying to sell them off. No one was buying them. Just like some of the stuff now, you'd be surprised. Like, years down the line, one of these statues are going to be going up in price. Just because people slept on it. Look at that Mythos Emperor. People were like, "Oh, it's never going to sell out. That looks like crap. Oh, Mary Poppins Emperor." Well, why is it sold out?
Yeah. You had enough people liking it. Like,
I thought it looked good.
Everyone's got different
Like-
opinions,
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but just because you think it looks like shit doesn't mean like someone else doesn't. Doesn't
Exactly.
think-
You
know?
know, I thought it was pretty cool. I like the concept of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
and
I like
it is like basically like a what if type.
Yeah, that's what
concept
Mythos.
on.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what Mythos is supposed to be.
And if you're a completionist, you got to have them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on top of that, like if you actually look at that portrait, it actually looks like the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks,
that
it
the
looks
ha-
good.
Very good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was probably like the best portrait on for an Emperor
Yeah.
collection.
Only thing I think they probably should have done the cape sculpted, but it probably would have broke. And
Yeah,
that's probably why they
it-
didn't do it.
Yeah.
No, it
Do you
would've been
have
broke.
that one?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that piece. Never gonna sell it.
Yeah. The only one of the Mythos that I didn't really care for was the Gamorrean Guard.
I
That
want
one-
that Gamorrean guard looks good.
He's a
It's
grail
it's
now.
a
Yeah.
grail now.
Yeah, you can't
like,
find those, but
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
only one that I like on the old ones that I kind of thought like. you know,
Imagine we were doing the shows back then, and
Yeah.
we're like, "Oh, look at that Gamorrean guard." No one's gonna,
Right,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
and now you can't even. Nobody's
Now
even
you-
selling one.
exactly.
Yeah.
You never know.
Um,
That's one thing about collectibles. You never know.
I thought them doing the new Mythos and doing the Obi-Wan and the Anakin was. They don't seem Mythos like.
Yeah,
Had
I
that
agree.
Clone War feel still,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a statue of a Clone Wars,
Mhm.
which
Mhm.
they look good. I just don't think they're
I mean,
like Mythos.
they're not the best sculpts. I would say, they're not. They don't look like the characters in the show.
Mhm.
Could the final production piece look better? Yes, I agree. It could have been done better. But to be honest, it's I don't have an Anakin or a Kenobi Clone Wars statue in my collection, and they're small. They're 1/5. So, and I got them on a good deal. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be something good for them to do, or somebody to do, is to do a really good
Mhm.
Anakin
Yes,
statue.
I need an
Yeah.
Anakin. Speaking of Anakin, guys,
I know.
just when I thought I was out,
Yeah,
They pull
they pull me back in. Those son of a.
these are the two that I've been. Well, actually, all the ones they listed down there, I have been wanting them to do for years now.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna pick these up. Let's go to Anthony. Are you gonna pick any of these up, dude?
Yes, every single one of. Well, hold on. It's Mace, it's Anakin, it's Padme, and what was the last one?
Battle
Can-
droid.
Battle droid.
How about Kenobi?
Maybe on
It's
the
a
battle
super
droid,
super
but
battle droid.
yeah, maybe
Mace
on the
Win-
super battle droid.
Mace
Yeah.
Windu is coming. Like,
Mhm.
come on.
Yeah, all three of those, I will definitely be getting those.
Looks like I'm
Unless
not.
it's
You
3
know
years
what?
down the road, and
You know what's gonna happen, and it's probably happening now. The value of the Yoda is gone up,
Oh yeah.
and the Dooku.
Mhm.
and
I still got the Dooku.
Hot Toys. Hear me now. I'm gonna come in secret base, and with a pitchfork. You better not reissue the Yoda and the Dooku. You better not. You better not. They probably will.
The only way I could see them redoing
I don't s-
Yoda would, well,
They're gonna redo it. They're gonna put it in the 20th
No,
anniversary package,
they'll-
and they're gonna
they'll do it
say,
for Revenge of the Sith model.
actually, was it the Revenge of the Sith?
No,
That
it
Dooku?
was the Attack of the Clones when they
It
did.
was?
But if
Alright.
they redo a Yoda, they'll do it for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm getting out of Hot Toys. I'm kind of sick and tired of them like reissuing stuff. You
It's
know,
gonna take you 3 years to get it, so
I know, but still, it's just kind of, I don't know. I mean, look at what they're doing the past month. It was like release after release after release after release after release. It's just becoming like,
mhm.
Hasbro figures. I'm sorry to say, it just is. And you don't feel like, it's lost its uniqueness, right? I don't know, for me at least. For me, that's why I'm not speaking for anyone else, but for me, I think
I
that's
wish
why,
they would do more that I wanted
yeah.
instead of a ton of clones, a ton of stormtroopers.
A ton of
Yeah.
reissues, a ton of
Yeah.
like 2.0s,
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
see money in those clones.
because you know
Well-
what it is? Take the collectibles out of it and just call them toys. That's it.
Yeah. Well,
You lose the collectability.
they really
once-
haven't. Have they done a lot of reissues? Like, what do you consider a reissue?
They did. The Vader Empire Strikes Back. It got released.
Okay.
Then it got
Well, they just
released again.
reboxed it.
Yeah, reboxed
Yeah.
it. They're probably gonna reissue the Dark Side Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus the base,
Mhm.
but it's still technically a reissue. I think they just released the, what's that called, the Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And that portrait is the same portrait as the first release. So, yeah.
Like, okay, let me ask you this: when it comes to like a reissue,
Mhm.
is there a certain time frame where you say like, okay, well that's warranted, or like if
I
they
mean-
did it 5 years later, would that?
I mean, I would say the New Hope figures probably need a
Update.
update, like a 2.0 version.
Mhm.
But
Why do you
know.
think that? Do you think they could be better?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Man,
I mean,
that Obi-Wan's good though.
Obi-Wan's good, but I think Luke needed a little bit.
Yeah,
know.
Luke is definitely the weakest one out of all of them.
But
Yeah.
Han looks good.
Han
Yep.
looks good.
Chewie's good.
Leia looks good.
They look good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Side shows 3PO's good. I
Tarkin's
wish it
good.
was metal.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Tarkin is probably one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tarkin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I love the
Um,
old man Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a part of me, that's why I was like, oh man, I'm gonna sell my Dooku and my Yoda, but then
Now you're like, nope.
yeah, because they take so long. Like they jump ship, they're like, oh, we're not gonna, release, Anakin now. They're gonna
Yeah.
they wait like so long, and then here we are waiting for them to complete the line, and they don't,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I wonder if like the success of Mando and stuff like that is what kind of held off some of this, because
Mhm.
like his Anakin's shoulder was teased in the Dooku one, and that's what 3 years old or more.
Yeah.
So yeah, when they do Padme, that's the new Iron Man.
Yeah.
They're gonna think of all the outfits she wore. That is printing money right there.
I would buy her in the red royal gown.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then after you get that one, there's going to be another one that you're just like,
That's
oh
the only
man.
one. That's the only one I want. Like
Yeah.
these are awesome. Like I love this outfit Padme's wearing, but I'm just not going to collect Hot Toys anymore unless it's original trilogy. But I will make an exception for the red royal gown because that's just gorgeous.
I'm curious to see how the Anakin's gonna look. You know.
Yeah.
Right there, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought they did a good
And-
job with the older version. So
Yeah. And Padme, I'm curious to see
But
how
that's
she
the
looks.
one. That's the one I'm more worried
yeah, her
about than
face is
anybody.
the one that I think is
This
going to
was
be hit or
weak
miss.
when. Yeah.
Mm.
I
Yeah, the
agree.
teased ones before, you know, you look at it and you're like, it's close.
Did Hot Toys announce a She-Thor? What does her
Yeah.
face look like in that? I didn't.
Oh,
I
she
didn't-
Thor.
She-Thor. I didn't.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't see it.
It was, if I remember correctly, it seemed like it was pretty good.
Yeah, because that'll probably be the base to start this, unless they go from a completely new
Mhm.
sculpt.
I
They
would
probably
think
have to
so.
go through a new sculpt. You know,
Yeah.
because she's
Yeah, they could
she's
soften it
definitely
up some
younger
to make her younger.
Yeah, she's definitely younger in that.
But if they get the
in that-
facial features right, they'll be able to paint it good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to look into building one.
Mhm.
There were some third-party head sculpts a while back, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't find one that the hair was going to work, so I just never got around to it.
Yeah, I think and you guys know I'm a big Anakin fan, so I'm most likely gonna pick this up because it's not like I just could pick up Anakin. I gotta pick up Padme. Then I gotta pick up. Oh man, this is where they get you, right? then
Dude,
you
how
gotta
sick would it be if they
Oh.
made some of those creatures?
No, I can't. I cannot. I cannot.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That'd be
so
cool.
awesome.
So OG fan said an unhelmeted sculpt was not revealed for She-Thor.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, they blurred it out. Yeah. So
Okay.
again, but they're two different. She was definitely more muscular in She-Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but like I would say, hypothetically, if they get the She-Thor one looking pretty good,
Okay.
then they should be able to do the younger version
Mhm.
and put it on the right body, and it would
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah. There's hope.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, out of the Star Wars ones that they've done head sculpts, which ones would you say they just didn't do a good job with?
Trying to think. Is it A New Hope?
No, any like the New Hope Luke one is the one for me that I never got. because-
Chewbacca, Force Awakens.
Oh, that's
okay,
Butcher.
but they
Yeah.
did A New Hope.
And
Yeah, he
that
looks
was
That
it.
Chewbacca is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
capable
actually
of
what
doing
got me into collecting Hot Toys.
Yeah.
it. Like
Trying to think.
Han is good, Leia's good.
Mhm.
I would say Luke Skywalker might be the one that they have had challenges with.
But the
thing-
Return of a Jedi Luke looks good though.
It looks good, but it's a little off.
Yeah,
But it looks
he's
good.
hard. Mark Hamill's hard to get a good likeness.
Yeah.
Like-
Dooku is awesome.
Yes.
The Leia ones, I think they've knocked them all out of the park.
Qui-Gon looks good.
Qui-Gon looks good, but it's not.
It's
No?
it's a
not
little.
the- It's a
there's
little off.
something to it.
Yeah.
The Lando looks good.
Lando looks good. I still can't believe that's not sold out.
All the ones from Rogue One, I would say they nailed.
Yep.
Um,
What about the new Snowspeeder Luke?
That's just a reissue of that portrait looks like from the Return of the Jedi one.
yeah,
It's just repainted.
I think the hair is just a little different,
Yeah.
but they're
I don't know,
they're pretty
guys.
close.
Someone lighten it up.
Oh,
Hey.
I mean, mind you, these are
Yeah.
yeah.
these are they were attempting to kind
Yeah.
of
They obviously shaded it
see.
because they weren't done with it and ready to show it off.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
could see that the face on Anakin is there. It's going to come down to the paint job.
Mhm.
Her, a little bit harder to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
But you
And then
know
the
what?
thing
One
is-
time, I think it was Wasp, looked like her.
Yeah.
So they're very similar. Like they must have very similar features.
Yeah, the big question is, are we going to get what the prototype shows? You know,
Yeah.
if the prototype knocks it out of the park when they hit production, is it going to stay the same? Not like the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's Sideshow.
that was the
Still.
Yeah. That one,
So-
that bummed me out.
Mhm. So yeah, I mean, that's when I thought I was out, guys.
Mhm.
And they're probably gonna package them nice in the 20th anniversary.
Mm,
And I like that logo, right? The 20th anniversary Clone Wars
it's
logo.
cool.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones.
When is the 20th anniversary?
I thought
03?
this is
Was it
this
03?
year.
It's already
This year.
This year,
Was
yeah.
It came
This
out.
year?
It came out in
This year.
02? It came
Yeah.
out in 02. Revenge of the Sith was 05.
Phantom
Yep.
Menace was 99, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years apart. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So they're going to release the 20th anniversary on the 21st anniversary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how they
All
do
right.
it.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, when your production schedule's like year and a half behind, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
That's their problem.
Yeah, I think they'll nail Mace. I think Mace will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like-
we've been asking for a Mace for a while.
Yeah.
So
I think that'll be the one that they nail the best.
I think so
That'll be
too.
my call, and then probably Anakin, then Padme.
Mhm.
But if they can get the Padme sculpts right, just-
Well, they're probably gonna do another Kenobi. They have to.
yeah, because I mean, his
Jedi
beard
Knight
would be
Kenobi.
different, the hair would be
Mhm.
different.
Yeah, parted and feathered.
Jesus Kenobi.
Yeah,
Parted
Jesus
and
Kenobi.
feathered.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
and he should look good. Like I think they'll do good with him.
Yeah. What else did it? Well, they have Django, so
Yeah, I would hope that they do more. Like I'd love for them to do a bunch of the Jedis that were at Geonosis.
oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be cool. You need more aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kit
I've been
Fisto.
wanting the alien
Yeah, dude.
Jedis forever.
Yeah, Fisto. That would be.
Mhm.
I want Plo Koon.
Yes.
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon's the coolest
Secure,
looking.
Shak Ti.
Oh, Shakti.
Yeah, Barris. Like there's a ton of cool Kiadi
Yeah.
Mundi. Like
Yeah, they're not gonna make him though.
Nope.
those alien ones, like those Jedis, I think that they would kill it.
Yes, they
I
would.
agree. They would.
I think those would be. I think they would knock them out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, who knows? The way Hot Toys is going, they're probably gonna make a whole bunch. So let's see. All right, guys. That wraps it up.
Yeah, man.
We talked about everything we wanted to talk about. We'll be back next Tuesday, promise you. We'll come up with some more things to talk about.
Yep.
Star Wars. So
Yep. Good Thursday night.
yeah, good Thursday night. We got to see the gameplay reveal of Jedi Survivor, the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, and I want to say thank you to Anthony for hopping on the show.
Yep.
It's
anytime.
good stuff, and yeah, thank you for everyone tuning in. Again, we definitely have some more stuff to give away, so definitely stay tuned for that. Courtesy of specfictionshop.com. And we'll be back next Tuesday. And yeah,
Another one in the books.
another one in the books. And yeah, Flex wins, guys. Hashtag Flex wins. Shout out
Yes.
to Flex.
Stay
And,
strong, Flex.
Yeah.
yeah, stay strong, Flex. And you're part of the family. So anytime you need us, you just give us
Reach
a call.
out.
Reach out. I'll leave you guys with this. You son of a... I can't play that one. That was loud.
Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.